Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. I thought we did one of these streams the other day rating the home kit, and I thought why not do another one of them. In today's video, what we're going to be doing is rating the FC Bayern first team and basically squad in general. I believe most players are here on this tier list, so hopefully I don't miss anyone. If I do, please let me know in the comment section down below. But like I said, welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully guys are all doing well. If you do go on to enjoy this video, smash the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. If you've got anything you would like me to make a video on in this type of form, please let me know. Obviously, we haven't got many games left of the season. Transfer videos will still come, so on and so forth. All of that stuff will still come. But I thought, why not just make a little bit of bonus content? You know what I mean? So, because obviously transfers aren't always going to happen. With that said, smash the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Let's get crack-a-lacking. So if we go over here, as always, and share the screen, and we go over to this one. So I believe I've got it right. Obviously, I'm on teirmaker.com, not sponsor or anything, but just in case you want to know what I'm on. So here it is. So this is what I've got. So I've got GOAT, starter, squad, loan, and sell. So obviously players that should be sold, players that should maybe go out on loan, squad players. So for the bench, and remember, these are the players down here, and there's not many of them really. You know, for a team like Bayern Munich, there's really not. Obviously starter, and then GOAT is its own category. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So we're going to start down the bottom. Actually, no, we'll start at the top and go across. So obviously for me, I think Nicolas Süle is an absolute starter. I really do. I think he really is a starter. I know before anyone says, oh, he's going to Dortmund. I know he is. But in my opinion, he should be a starter. But of course, we're going to have to put him down there, unfortunately. And I apologise. I've got a cold at the moment. So I probably sound like a crocodile, if crocodiles could speak. So I apologise for that. But yeah, for me, he has to go and sell because he's already been sold. Otherwise, he'd be a starter. Great player, generally great player. It's just sad. It's sad that we couldn't get that. Next one is going to be Marco Rocca. For me, I think he is a squad player. I think he's a very good player when he has got the minutes. When Kimmich was out, Goretzka was out, Tolisso was out, he stepped up when he got the game minutes. I just don't think he's in the plans, and it's unfortunate for him, and I wish him the best. For me, I wouldn't sell him, not at all. I wouldn't go put him in this category. I wouldn't. So I'm going to put him in loan. But I don't think Julian Nagelsmann's gonna use him, if I'm being 100% with you. So, yeah. There's that one. And again, if any of you guys disagree with any of the people that I put in these placements, that any of the players, please let me know. Let me know in the comments. That's the whole point of the Bayern View, so you guys can get involved in this sort of stuff. So there's that. Next one is Manuel Neuer. Straight away, he's going in GOAT, not star, GOAT. I've also noticed that we haven't got like some of the young lads, so I apologise for that. This was the only one I could kind of find on this, so 100% GOAT though on Neuer. Yeah, Neuer is Neuer. Simple as that, really. He's changed the game. There's been various keepers that have changed the game over the years. This guy definitely being one of them with a sweeper keeper. Has it always gone right? No. Of course, at times it has gone wrong, but that is just what it is. That's the risk that you take when you come out of your goal, when you come out of your box. So, absolute legend. I absolutely love the guy. Can't wait to see him put pen to paper, no matter whatever money he's getting. I don't care. Still one of the best in the world for me. Yeah, GOAT. 100% GOAT. And I know that obviously GOAT obviously translates to greatest of all time. We're not getting into that conversation. Maybe that could be another video. But as in GOAT for Bayern out of all of these players, if that makes any sense. So top dog. Then we're going to go over to Alphonso Davies. Not squad. Absolute starter. I don't know if he's GOAT at the moment. I think he could definitely be one of the best left backs that Bayern have ever had. Definitely. But I still think he's got a little bit to do. Obviously, he's won a hell of a lot with us, but he's still so young, man. He's so young, and I generally can't wait for his future because his future is so bright. It generally is. So, start 100% for him. I just wished he would have had this season to progress on his ability. Obviously, with his heart issue and stuff, he couldn't. So, but yeah, with that said, that's that one done and dusted. Next player is going to be Bonassar. For me, Sal, the guy doesn't get minutes, and he probably plays more for his international team than Bayern. Actually, no, it's not probably, he does play more. I don't know why we signed him, other than that Brazo and Oliver Kahn and the Bayern board and whoever are being cheap, to be perfectly honest with you. So, yeah, I don't know why we signed him. He's not a crap player. I know people don't rate him, but that's because of the players that we have. You know what I mean? If you put in a player, you know, that's worse than other players, of course they're going to be exposed. So, 100% Sal. Again, good squad player, but he's not going to give the minutes. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, there's that. Next player is Lewandowski. Now, a lot of people would be like, why have you put him in Sal? And I'm going to explain that. I don't want to sell him. I will move him in a minute, but um, it's annoying. It's really annoying with the Lewandowski situation. They don't seem to want to sit down with him. I don't really understand why. I think it's a bit disrespectful if I'm being 100%. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. 100% GOAT. He's been here for a long time. He's won a lot of trophies with us, a lot of leagues, a lot of cups in general, Super Cup, so on and so forth. The image of him with the Polish flag, and obviously him being Polish, but him with his Polish flag and the Champions League is one of my favorite photos of Lewandowski. It generally is that you could see how happy he is. Yeah, man, I absolutely love the guy. I don't want him to go. I don't care that people are saying, well, yeah, you know, he might want too much money from us, but he deserves it. My man has scored all of these goals. This guy, you know, I know that Messi's a thing. I know Ronaldo, these players are out there. They've scored more than him. They've done more than him over their careers. But you've got to remember, this guy has taken Bayern to a different level. You know, if you lose him, who the hell are you getting? You know, the next guy up is Choupo-Moting. You know, no disrespect, but he shouldn't be at this club. He really shouldn't have. We're being 100% real when we think about this badge and we think about all the legends that we have had at this club. Lewandowski has to stay, and if we get rid of him, boy, we're going to have to get a couple of players in to replace them goals, because my man is ridiculous for his goals, like generally going and go, you know, no doubt about it. I get why some people want to sell him. You know, you want to save money, you want to say do this, you want to do that. It's just not going to happen for me personally. Next player is going to be Choupo-Moting. Again, good squad player, comes on, does the odd thing, but realistically, similar to Bonassar, doesn't really do anything. I'd sell him. If you want to keep him in the squad, then that's fine. Generally, it is fine. Maybe we'll actually put him to squad player. For me, yeah, he's either a squad player or he's Sal. Again, similar to Bonassar, plays more for his international team in Cameroon, if I'm right by saying that. Hopefully, I'm right by saying that. And yeah, again, good lad. That's, you know, at the end of the day, we don't have to have world-class players absolutely everywhere. You know, it's good to have the lads in there as well. You know, they say, so, especially when people go on international and they're like, yeah, well, certain players might not start, but they're there for the morale. Maybe he's one of them. I don't know. I'm not in the camp, evidently. Trust me, I wish I was, because I'd be making some videos around some of these players, because some of them, especially like this man, like Thomas Muller, make me absolutely crack. He's so funny. But yeah, I put him in squad player, either squad or Sal, though. Next player is Upamecano. Now, I really do feel like this guy can be here. I really do. I feel like he's got the potential. I think Bayern got him at the right time. He was doing very good for RB Leipzig this season. Hasn't been his best season, but that's because you're putting him from an RB Leipzig that's a poorer, not poorer in money-wise, but a worse team than Bayern Munich. So, of course, when you know, that's like going from Burnley in the Premier League straight up to a Liverpool or Manchester City. Realistically, and that's no offense to them, but you know, of course, our league is worse than thinking. Look, for instance, look at the transfers of Weghorst. Obviously left for Wolfsburg, which is a brilliant team in the Bundesliga, to go play for Burnley. That's a crap team in the Premier League. So, and that's no offense to RB Leipzig, but you know what I mean. It's that sort of level. I'm not saying that they're at that level. They're definitely way better than Burnley, but in that sort of realm. So I definitely think he can be one of the greatest players. I don't know if he could be the greatest in the back of ours. Obviously, we've got Beckenbauer and various others I could be here all day naming, but he definitely can be here for a long time. We've seen, when he's had his game, when he's been on his game, on his shit, pardon the language, he has been immense, a brilliant player, brilliant, brilliant. There's not many that touch him. There really isn't, but he, for me, is a starter at the moment. I think some people that not massive fans of him would put him in squad, but I think he's a starter. I'm really up on that guy. I think he's absolutely brilliant. Teir Mancano, wow, man, what a signing we got. Generally baller. So yeah. Excuse me. Like I said, I do have a cold. My bad. But with that said, let's get into the next player. And the next player is going to be Leroy Sané. Wow, we're going to put him in South. No, we're not. We're going to put him in start 100%. This guy comes from Manchester City. What a deal. What a bargain, by the way, that we got from them. Obviously, he was uninterested in playing for them anymore. Excuse me, my apologies. Uninterested in playing for them anymore, and yeah, man, we just pushed that deal through. And has he had the best season? No, but at times we've seen that class. I wanted him when he was at Schalke. He left Schalke and obviously went over to City. I would have loved to get him. I know we still had certain players at that point, but at the end of the day, he was still young, and he still is young now. You know what I mean? I do feel like, in certain sense, though, that it is good that he went to play for Pep in Manchester, and obviously in the Premier League and the Carabao, and all of the cups over in England, and obviously played for in the Champions League for them. And I think he's matured. I think Pep Guardiola has definitely helped his game. I thought he was brilliant for Schalke, but he's definitely helped his game going over to City, and now we've got him on. So I'm very happy we've got him. I do see the attitude problems, but he's a young lad, and when you give young money, you give big money to young players, there are going to be egos and stuff. So, but with that said, one of my favorite players, if not my favorite player in the squad, absolutely lovely, Leroy Sané. So yeah, absolute starter. Thomas Muller, I'm not even pissing with you guys. Go. And these aren't in order, by the way. Don't think that I'm thinking he's better than him or he's better than him. It's just literally put them in a category. Muller again. Muller, for me, brilliant. Similar to all three of these players, I want all three of these to be signing new contracts, and I want all three of these to be retiring here. I think the only one that might not will be Lewandowski, but hopefully I'm wrong with that. But for me, Thomas Muller, absolute legend. Number one, gets off the pitch and he's an absolute crack. Makes me laugh. I see it on TikTok, I see it on Instagram all the time, and making jokes and stuff. I absolutely love the guy. Generally, and he could have made that big money move to Manchester United. Remember that. They'd come in for him a couple of times. He stayed loyal to us. And I want to see him put pen to paper. If he gets more money, if he gets less money, I don't care. To be perfectly honest, I want to see him retire here. Absolute legend. And his celebrations, you've got Serge Gnabry stone in the pot, you've got Lewandowski, you've got all of the celebrations, right, over the years. This guy literally just shouts, arms up in the air, arms out wide, and I love him. Right, with that said, we can move on to, I believe that's Kingsley Coman. I don't know why they cut half his face off, but I believe it's Kingsley Coman. Starter, 100% starter. I think at times he's been very, very good for us. Obviously disappointing game against Villarreal, but he was one of the best players in that game. Like I said, though, absolute starter. I think he's brilliant. I can't really say much else on that, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not really too sure what the hell that ad is, so let's just skip that. But yeah, starter 100%. And again, I think he can really, really put a massive legacy in there. So there's Kingsley Coman, and we're getting to the latter stages. Then we go straight into Leon Goretzka squad, not squad, what? Starter 100%. And again, I think he can go here. I really do. I think look at the the physique that he has done. That he's changed his whole body. From the Schalke days coming over to us. Put on muscle, and obviously that's where the meme comes from. That every player that comes to Bayern is now going to be like a massive tank and hench and all of this. But yeah, no, love him. I think he's brilliant. Obviously, I really wish he didn't have the injuries that he has had in his knee, but hopefully that's over now, and hopefully he doesn't get injured that again, because I hate injuries, man. I really do. Injuries have ruined players before, and I'm hoping it doesn't ruin him, because he is an absolute tank and a unit and a baller for us, and going forward. So yeah, there's that. There's him. Obviously, definitely a starter. Lucas Hernandez, absolutely world class, brilliant. Comes from Atletico Madrid for a big money move for Bayern. Obviously, there's been bigger money moves, but for Bayern to spend that much, I was definitely shocked. Bringing in obviously a left back, and he's gone over to the centre back. Alfonso has absolutely outshined everyone in that position. Obviously, Alaba moved over to a centre back, and obviously. Alaba, was a baller for us. But Hernandez, to be honest, I think he's been one of the better players this season overall. Just brilliant, in every competition. He's just been brilliant, especially the Champions League. He stepped up when he needed to. And again, similar to all of these players, of course, I love this badge. I love the players that pay for the badge, but he definitely embodies that, and he's brilliant. So yeah, he goes in starter for me. Michael Cousins, I've only just noticed that he was there, so let's just put him in Sal. There's not even much to say about him. Marcel Sabitzer, I'm putting in Sal. And the reason I'd sell him is just to raise funds, to be perfectly honest. This isn't a hate thing. He is living the dream. He is a Bayern fan from young, and now he is playing for Bayern, and he didn't come through our youth ranks to the point where, he's come up. Oh, wait, look at this young lad. Now we're going to play him. No, he went out there. He was Leipzig's main man. He was Leipzig's captain, if I'm right by saying it. And yeah, man, respect to him. Nothing but respect. He would be a squad player for me. I would put him over here next to Choupo-Moting. But for me to raise funds, I'd get rid of him. Bayern don't really want to, do this or do that. Looks like we're going to get Ryan Gravenberch in. Fingers crossed that deal goes across the line and Penta goes to paper, similar to Mazzari and the right back. But yeah, for me, I'd sell him to raise funds. We need a centre back. If we do go and get Ryan Gravenberch, maybe we could raise some funds from Sabitzer to get a young centre back in. But if not, though, we're putting him in squad. But for me, I'd sell him personally. I don't think he's hit the world running. When he scored the goal, super duper happy for him. Really, really am happy for him. But for me, I would just use him to raise funds, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, there's that. Joshua Kimmich, straight up here. I think, like I said, Leon Goretzka can definitely go up there 100%. But for me, Joshua Kimmich, I don't know if he's on the level of Lewandowski, Muller, and Neuer yet. And you're going to be like, wait, what? He's world class. What you on about? I don't mean is in world class. What I mean personally is in, what Muller's done for this club, what Lewandowski's done with his goals, what Neuer's done. He definitely is up there. Don't get it twisted. I'm not hating. I love Kimmich. I call him Mr. Consistent in my match reactions and my match player ratings and so on. He is Mr. Consistent. You know what you're going to get with Kimmich. Now, I know a lot of people liked him when he played at right back, and I agree. I think, he was very good at right back, but we move him into that CDM, and he's changed it, man. He really, really has. There was a game that Nagelsmann played in this season that obviously he went to the right back role, and our midfield was lacking, really, really lacking, and then we were getting run through like nothing else, like a tractor generally was going straight through us. And then my man goes and puts him in the second half at CDM, and you just see the level change, just bonk. So yeah, no, I absolutely love him. Jamal Musiala, again, I think he can go up there, but he is a starter for me. Yeah, he's one of those players that you could realistically say, let's put him out on loan. Like realistically, you could say put him out on loan. But for me personally, we don't need to loan him, so we're keeping 100% baller, absolute baller, dribbling ability. Realistically, I believe his best position probably is going to be in Muller's position, but he's still so young. He's still so young to the point where it's like, oh, let's just make him this position. Let's make him this. Let's do this. Let's do that. He's attacking midfielder. He's not central midfielder. He's not CDM. He is attacking midfielder 100%. And again, he's still so young to the point where Thomas Muller, when he does retire, this man is taking his spot for me. So yeah, baller. Pavard, a lot of you probably think I'm putting him in Sal. I don't. Squad player. I don't think he's necessarily a starter. He'll be a starter if Nagelsmann gets his wish of having the two wing backs that are actual wing backs and not attackers that we've been playing, and then go with the three, because obviously it'll be, if we don't get centre back, then he'll have to play. But I believe he will anyway. I believe Nagelsmann rates him, and I think he's a good player. It's just a lot of fans go on because he's not a very good right back, and he's really not, because he has the defensive acumen, but he can't go forward. So that's just that, realistically. That's all I can really say. Like the lad, I think he's a good lad and has a passion. But yeah, for me, he'd go there. Gnabry is a starter. I know a lot of people would say sell him if you don't want to stay. I just think he wants to have what he's worth, man. Again, similar to Sane. When you're a young lad that's come through the ranks, again, didn't start at Bayern, went over to Arsenal, didn't really work there, went over to various other clubs, and then obviously come over to Bayern, and he's absolutely ripped it. You've seen, and if you haven't seen, I've seen, and I know for a full fact that this guy on his day, and I know that people hate that because it's like, well, yeah, but he doesn't have on his day performances every game, which I agree with. But on his day, man, he can rip a club. Like, he is a dominator in that sense. So I'd start him. I want to keep him. I want to see pen to paper. I'm sorry that I've said that about 100 times, but I do. So yeah, there's that. And the last player, and I know that some players aren't here, so I do apologise. This was the only one that I could find, and I don't want to make this video too long, so we're going to get a crack-a-lacking with this, is Tolisso. Now, apologies. My throat is killing me and it's dry, and you can probably hear my voice is mad. Tolisso, right. Tolisso for me would be a squad player. I think he's brilliant, but I think we're going to sell him. Well, actually, I don't think we are going to sell him. I think he's going to leave on a free. For me, I would love to see pen to paper on Tolisso, because I believe he is a really, really good squad player. And if you look at our squad, it's so thin. It really is so thin. In there with depth, and quality. The young lads, some of them might rise to the occasion and do an absolute madness. They might, and some might not. But we are Bayern Munich. We have all these stars. This is an older shirt. We've got the 5 now, but we've got all of these, for a reason, because we are the creme de la creme of German football, and we're one of the best teams in the world. So for me, having him as a start would be brilliant. But with that said, number one, his injury issues, he's way too injury prone. So I think that's why Bayern are just like, yeah, we can't be bothered. We can't sell you now, because you're injured at the moment. And I believe we should have sold him personally. I believe he stepped up when he needed to this season, but I believe we probably should have sold him if we were going to try and get money in January. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think of what I've done here. Obviously, Sal, loan, squad, star, and then GOAT. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you disagree, please let me know. That's absolutely fine. It's fine to have an opinion. So yeah, that is going to be that. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do smash the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Mia Samia. Peace out, guys. Thank you for watching, and thank you for the constant support on the channel. You guys are generally amazing. So yeah, thank you.